My life was totally consumed by video games from 9 to 14. I used to run home from school to hop onto Fortnite and then play until it was bedtime. I liked video games so much I lost interest for my sports, my other hobbies, and I wouldn't eat dinner with my family anymore. I was kind of okay with all of this until I hit my lowest point in seventh grade. In seventh grade, it was middle school, and all my elementary school friends went to a different middle school, and so I didn't have many social connections or friends, and my social skills kind of sucked because I didn't practice it, and so my life kind of sucked because of video games. And then, due to the fact that my life kind of sucked, I played video games even more. Why would you spend any time in the virtual world? You could be spending it in the real world. Ephesians 5:15 says, "Pay careful attention then to how you live, not as unwise people, but as wise, making the most of the time because the days are evil." If you quit video games, you would have so much of your time back that you can now use to glorify God. 1 Corinthians 6:19 says, "Don't you know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have from God? You are not your own, for you were bought at a price. So glorify God with your body." And that also connects to 1 Corinthians 10:31 says, "So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do everything for the glory of God." You should be improving every aspect of your life, whether it be your physique, your diet, your sleep, your mental health, your job, your interests. When you're 80 years old, are you really going to be grateful for all the time you wasted on video games instead of making real connections with your family and people, instead of improving yourself? Time is the most valuable asset. You can't get any more of it. We all have the same 24 hours. The only difference between me and you is how do we use those 24 hours? Do you play video games all day, or do you practice a skill, get good at it, play an instrument, share that with the world, and make a profit? Life should be your video game. I don't understand how young men today can play video games and improve themselves in video games when they could be doing it in real life. Make life your video game. I believe Christians should be on self-improvement to enjoy life as much as possible. We don't have to wait till heaven to have a good time. We can have a good time right here on this earth. And we should start making the world a better place for when Jesus is going to come save us. And I just think self-improvement is the happiest way to live when you are good, when you are improving in every aspect of life and you're happy and the Lord commands you to be joyful. So during the eighth grade, I had seen videos on self-improvement and Hamza, and I knew the first step would be quitting video games. What I did was I just replaced video games with watching YouTube videos. So not that much better, but I thought it was at the time, because whenever my family, my mom or dad would call me to come help with something, I could just pause my video and come help them, instead of a video game where you're like in the middle of it and you can't really pause it. I thought it was much better because it made me want to help my family and go to events instead of being like dragged to my video games. So it was pretty successful. I probably went back to video games like one time, but other than that, it was smooth sailing. Your body can get used to pretty much anything. So take that 21, 30 days and it'll get used to it. I have relapsed and played video games even to this day. The last time was probably um, during winter break when we set up the Wii for other people to come over, and I was unlocking skins for other people to play on when they came over. But even to this day, I don't play video games, but there has been times where I have played video games for like one match or one day and then been like, no, this is not for me, and I quit. You can't just quit video games and do nothing. You have to replace it with something more beneficial, or else what's the point of quitting video games in the first place? You gotta find a new interest, find a new hobby, talk to new people, make new friends. During eighth grade, what I did was I joined a run club, my school's run club, and weightlifting club. I'm probably gonna relapse at some point, and that's okay. That's part of the journey. Right now, my priorities that take up so much of my time that I don't even have to think about video games are: number one, Christianity, which is reading 4 pages of my Bible every day, going to church, this channel, so that's like 2 hours a day, 1 hour a day, maybe more like three. And then two is lifting. It's lacrosse season right now, so I haven't been super good on lifting so far, but lifting that takes up like an hour every day, 6 days a week. Lacrosse, that takes up a lot of my time. Since I'm in lacrosse, if it's a regular day where we don't have a game, we lift from, after school to then for an hour, and then we go home, and then we only have like an hour of free time. Then we got to go back and play lacrosse from like 6 to 8 p.m. And then after 8 p.m., it's dinner and bedtime. So that takes up a ton of my time. And oh, four is school. During my high school career, I haven't gotten anything lower than an A, and last semester my GPA was a 5.0. So, but did you know that video games and all your bad habits are just symptoms of the real problem, which is mental health? If you just had the best mental health ever, you wouldn't be seeking for any pleasures like video games or junk food. You would just already be a fulfilled person and wouldn't be seeking any at all. So my next video is going to be a full guide to mental health. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to this channel if you want to start the Christian Revolution.